Let's bring in national spokesperson for the NRA. You know her from broadcasting as well, Dana Loesch from The Blaze. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to
Dana,
you
where
all.
were you in
What a great
1997?
morning. I remember Hanson.
Yeah.
I was a senior in high school. I remember Hanson. Yeah.
Right. And that was when you got your first gun.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about...
I've been shooting rifles for a long time.
I know you have.
All right. Let's talk a little bit now about... Famously, when he was out on the stump running for president, Donald Trump talked a lot about the case of Kate Steinle, which happened during the campaign year, where she was murdered when a man who was in this country illegally, that man right there, who had been deported a number of times, got his hands on a gun. Apparently, he's back in court later today. But you know what? Here's the interesting thing, Dana. Apparently, his lawyer now says that the blame belongs not on him, but on the gun.
Oh, this is the goofiest argument that I've ever heard. This guy, by the way, has a 25-year history of felonies. This guy knew exactly what he was doing when he stole this firearm. This guy knew exactly what he was doing when he pulled the trigger on this firearm. As I understand it, this is a 6-hour P226. That's not how this firearm operates. In fact, that's not how any of these firearms operate. And it would do his attorneys well to actually understand how firearms work. No, this is an excuse for this ongoing illegality from this illegal alien who should have been deported a long time ago before he was able to murder Kate Steinle.
His lawyer is saying the semi-automatic SIG SAR, is that why I'm saying that right, is known for accidental discharges amongst police. So they're saying it accidentally discharges, and it probably did in this case.
Their arguments are incredibly weak on this. Look, I have 6-hour. I don't have a P226. I've fired a P226 before, but I'm very familiar with this firearm. Did it also cause him to steal the firearm? Did it also cause him to get his finger in the trigger guard? How do you accidentally fire a gun at someone, get your finger in the trigger guard, and grip it? That's not how any of this works. It is an asinine argument from lawyers who are desperate to defend someone who should not be in this country anyway, was illegally in this country, and because of the continued coddling of this sort of criminality, we have a beautiful young woman who is now dead. And we have to stop coddling criminals because it perpetuates criminal activity.
Oh, boy. Well, let's talk about one other thing. And I know we see you on television as a spokesperson for the NRA. Apparently, some marchers with a history of violence, I understand, are supposedly going to be protesting the NRA tomorrow. Tell us about this.
Yes, I'm doing a special broadcast today, in fact, and people can find out more information at danaradio.com. What this is you have the Women's March, you have Mom's Demand, you have Black Lives Matter, and a bunch of other social justice warriors who, under the flag of the Women's March, they're going from the NRA to the Department of Justice today to protest me and my call for nonviolence through an NRA ad. Now, what I find incredibly interesting about all of this is that these Women's March organizers have no problem with calling for jihad against the President of the United States. They have no problem with endorsing and celebrating someone like Louis Farrakhan, who is a hateful religious terrorist, a hateful anti-Semite. These are the people that these organizers endorse. They endorse Siraj Wahhaj, who actually defines jihad as forcible violent struggle. So they have no problems with any of those individuals, but they have a problem with an explicit call for nonviolence. All this are people who are looking to justify their own bigotry. This isn't an all-women's march. It's some women's march because, don't forget, guys, they've banned pro-life women. They've banned even Muslim gay groups. They've banned basically conservative Second Amendment women. This is an only some women's march.
Yeah, where is the tolerance? All right, Dana Loesch joining us today from Dallas, Texas. Dana, thank you very much. Have a good weekend.
Dana.
Good luck tomorrow.